What is up, Facebook? Social media world, land, everything else. I watched a really cool video yesterday. I can't remember the guy's name. He's with Cross Country Matt something, and it was him interviewing Mike Ferry. And I'm a big Mike Ferry fan. And if you guys get a chance, you should watch it. Really good interview. Really good sales meeting, and I'm a huge Mike Ferry fan. Mike's one of those guys that he doesn't pull punches. It's cool because he tells you exactly where he came from. He tells you exactly where he's been. And what reminds me of that is a picture that I posted, I think it was yesterday, that was, trying to do in the TV lawyer's voice. Have you been damaged by blah, blah, blah? And it was the realtor's picture versus the real realtor showing up. And it reminds me of a story that Mike Ferry, if you guys ever get a chance, you should go and look for that Mike Ferry story about meeting the real estate agent for dinner to go over her plan. And it's really cool because he's talking about, she sent a picture of herself, blah, blah, blah. He was coming into town, went to the hotel bar to get dinner. He's looking all around, can't find her. A woman turns around and says, Mike, and he goes, yes, ma'am. He goes, are you ready for dinner? And he says, I'm trying to find somebody that I was supposed to have dinner with. And she says, well, that's me. And he looks at the card and looks at her and says, no, ma'am, that's not you. So one of the first things that we have to work on is being deceptive to your clients, because that's what they see. So it reminded me of that. That's what that picture's about. It's kind of funny. So if your Facebook has been driving you crazy, worse lately than it has been, I just wanted to give you a couple things that are going on, so you'll understand what it is, where it's coming from, all those things. So Facebook hired a company called Accenture. And this was years ago that they hired this company. But one of the things that they've got them doing now, and get this is how important it is to Facebook. They're paying this company, Accenture, $500 million a year to clean up your Facebook account. What does that mean? So if you're one of the ones that's been getting thrown in Facebook jail and you're not sure why, or you've been getting the notifications that something you put up from years ago goes against Facebook standards, they're actually getting humans now to do this. It's an outside company. So what the AI couldn't pick up, or what it didn't pick up, or what it was, kind of fished around, now they have humans that are physically going through, looking at your feed, your post. What does that mean to you? Be careful what you're putting out there. It's a free system. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. That's your choice. If you get business from it, I would be very careful on what you're putting on there. They are people watching this, and you don't really have a right, in my opinion, to say, well, that's communist, or, First Amendment. Well, it's not your system. You didn't build it. You didn't pay for it. You don't maintain it. You get it for free. So just be careful of what it is that you're putting out there, because it's probably going to come back and nail you in the butt if you push too hard. There's no question about that. Facebook is expanding. One of the things that it's doing right now is it is attempting to reduce political ads. So what does that mean? That regardless whether it's a sponsored ad, regardless whether it is you sharing a post or putting in something with politics, any kind of politics, whether it be foreign, whether it be domestic, whether it be local, whether it be federal, state, whatever it is, they're cracking down on this. Right now, they have been testing this. Very little in the U.S., but they're really, really pushing it, and they're testing it like in Sweden and Spain, Costa Rica, Ireland, to find out what the algorithms, what the hacks are. But it's going to be here soon. Part of it's already here. But the reason I'm telling you this again is be very careful what it is. From what I read and everything that I see, they don't care if you're like promoting one specific candidate over another or one specific idea over another, things like that. What they do care about, though, is things that aren't necessarily in the perspective of what they do. It's not seen as positive. It's not seen as conversational. If it's seen as hate or agitating or aggravating, things like that, that's where it's going to really, really bite you in the butt. The other thing that's going on, so when iOS 14 and when the Android update, the Google update came out about blocking ads and where it was making it more difficult for people who put ads out there, and that's happening big time. If you're in the real estate business or mortgage business, anything like that, and you're trying to do ads right now, via con Dios, man, because it's costing you out the butt. You're not getting results that are worth anything. And you're probably banging your head against the wall thinking it's your fault, and it's not your fault. It's a battle about something that is way bigger than you or me. But it appears Facebook thought that they had overcome the iOS 14 issue. And part of what that is, just so you know, so back in the old days when you ran ads, you got instant information. You knew exactly who opened it, how long, things like that. And now they've delayed that information by as much as 72 hours. And when it comes in, instead of coming in to where it tells you that it happened at 1:03 p.m., now it's doing things like it's telling you that it happened in the past week, things like that. It's making really difficult. I know that there's people out there. I watched some of these ads that these guys are putting up, that they're putting out there to their customers saying, well, we figured out how to do this. No, you didn't. We can overcome it. No, you can't. No, you can't. All you're doing is costing your people more money, and you're just grasping instead of trying to help them keep their business going. But be very careful doing any paid ads right now. You're in the middle of a turf war, and you probably don't even realize it. When iOS 14.5 came out, it kind of made it even more stringent, tougher to get the activity, to get the analytics, to get any of that information. So keep that in mind next time somebody's telling you about how great they're doing with their ads or how cheap their ads are, or whatever that may be. Be very careful. Dive into it very deeply. There's still ways to do it. There's still ways to do it to where it's extremely effective. It's not cost prohibitive, but for the most part, everybody who's out there, pretending to be a funnel guru or whatever it is, you got to be really careful right now. Don't waste your money. One of the biggest things that we're seeing that's happened from it is the false positives, where it's telling you, and I can't figure out if this is both sides playing one against the other or trying to make everybody feel better about it. But one thing that I've seen and I've noticed and I've read about is these false positives where they're telling you what your reach was, and it's not really what your reach was. And you can go back and look at, that's one thing that I'm going to recommend. Go back and look at your old data. If you're running ads now and you're not seeing, or you think that you're not seeing what you've seen in the past, go back and look at your old analytics. Go back and look at your old data. If you put an ad out there and your reach was 10,000 before, and you ended up gaining, I don't know, 100 leads off of 10,000, and now they're telling you that your reach is 8,500, and you gained 4 leads or 8 leads off of that. You using a little bit of common sense can figure out very quickly that you're being lied to. So be careful of that. Organic, no ifs, ands, or buts. I highly recommend. If you don't know how to do organic, learn quickly how to do organic. I'll show you. I'll teach you, whatever that may be. Reach out to somebody who actually knows what it is. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to get down on yourself thinking you're doing something wrong, because you're not winning with this product. You got to be very careful right now. The other thing I would recommend, no matter what, so we're seeing this a lot. Be very careful if you always use the same emote. If you're always giving the thumbs up, one of the things you may notice is when you go to give a thumbs up, the thumbs up may be gone, the heart may be gone, the laugh may be gone, whatever it is. If you're using the same one, what they're trying to do, and Facebook's really good about this, what they're trying to do is tell you, change it up, do something different. It's kind of like your profile picture. As you're scrolling through and you see a selfie or a picture of you and someone else, and it has the little box on it that says make profile picture, take the 3 seconds that it takes to change your profile picture, because Facebook's telling you exactly what they want. They want to see you change this picture. Anyway, getting ready to do some traveling coming up. I'll talk about it again a little bit next week on where I'm going and when I'm going, anything like that. But hopefully I'll get to see some of you guys out there on the road, and I can help you with whatever it is that you're doing right now in social media world. Anyway, Johnny Fowler, if I can do anything to help you, reach out. Thanks and have a great day.